look at the stock market. It's gotten tech stocks in particular, high growth tech stocks have gotten torched even worse than crypto, right?
Yep.
I got tech stocks worth down a whole lot more than my Ethereum or my Bitcoin or even my Polygon, right? They just gotten torched. Why is that? Because it went too high. You know, when interest rates are basically negative and you can get as much capital as you need, or some people can get as much capital as they need to go out and buy stocks thinking they're going to go up. Why wouldn't they?
American billionaire, entrepreneur, and Shark Tank celebrity Mark Cuban, a crypto critic turned giant advocate, has given his thoughts about how the current economic environment influenced the recent crypto crash. Cuban notes that rising interest rates and the Federal Reserve's quantitative tightening policies might have helped suck out the excess money in the financial markets, resulting in a nasty crash that has taken billions of dollars from the cryptocurrency market. Cuban also notes that the cryptocurrency market, which has lost over $2 trillion since reaching an all-time high of $3 trillion in November, is not the only industry which has been affected by the crash. It is important to note that since the S&P index took the plunge below $4,000 earlier in the month, it has not been able to return to that price range. As of press time, the stock market index is trading at $3,759, a 5.38% price decrease over the past month. We will now take you to Mark Cuban's interview, but before we do, please take a little time to hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to drop your comments and observations in the comment section below. Please enjoy the video.
You're borrowing at, let's say, 1%, and do you believe stocks will go up 1%? Sure. So yeah, you know, it was $50 a year ago, but it's $300 today. So what? You know, everybody's doing it. It keeps on going up. Why would it go down? Well, you get to the point where it's just too damn high. Just because it's down 80 or 90% doesn't mean it's mispriced today. It may mean that it was mispriced last year. And with a lot of this, that's what it was. The money was so easy, it was so available that prices went too high. And it may well be that even though we're down, you know, enormously, that we're in the right place in terms of pricing and we're finding the right place. And the problem isn't now, the problem was last year in the easy money. And so to your point, in terms of inflation, you know, I don't necessarily think, well, first, there's two, when you talk about inflation with crypto, I always have to remember, there's two worlds of inflation with crypto. Right. There's the real world and there's the Bitcoin maxi world, right? In the real world, people just deal with it, you know, as best you can. And even though it's painful, and, you know, I'm old. When I came out of college, the inflation rate was not quite as bad now, but the unemployment rate was more than 10% and this and that. And so it was a struggle, just like people are struggling now. And when I say you're old, you're supposed to say, no, you're not. But
you're not old, Mark. There you go.
But the point being that crypto isn't impacted any more or less than anything else. And it's not going to change what people do any more or less, right? Now, I'll say that if interest rates keep on going up, and that's translated into savings accounts that, you know, and all of a sudden you can get a CD, a 6-month CD for 4, 5, 6%, or something tax-free for 4, 5, 6%. That's going to impact people's decisions, because you go from, okay, I might be able to make some money in crypto last year and I can make my 10% on my USDC last year, right? And that seemed to be relatively safe, or I'm willing to take more risk, to, hey, I don't have to fuck around and I can make 5% on this CD. That will impact the money that comes into crypto and stocks, for that matter. Then there's the Bitcoin maxi side of it. With the Bitcoin, oh, you know, Bitcoin, that's a hedge against inflation. Yeah, I don't see that working. You know, I always analogize Bitcoin as it's a better version of gold. It's a digital version of gold, and I truly believe that. And all the gold maxis think it's a hedge to inflation. Yeah, not so much. If that were the case, gold wouldn't be wherever 17,000, 18,000, wherever it's at, it would be 30,000, you know? And so there was a lot of hope that Bitcoin would do this or that. Now, where Bitcoin and gold do offer a hedge is in countries that are not reserve currencies, because the world uses the dollar. You know, if you're in, pick a country, right? Zumunda, what was the Zamunda, right? What was the one with Eddie Murphy Coming to America?
Oh, yeah.
Zamunda,
picking on a fake country.
Yeah, picking a fake country, right? And they have hyperinflation. Owning Bitcoin or gold is much better, because it's going to fluctuate relative to the dollar, or let's say the euro, and it's going to be stable, and it's going to look like a really good hedge against that Zumundo currency. But then so would the dollar, you know. So, I think the Bitcoin maxis got it dead wrong. And I think part of the challenge for Bitcoin is, even with the Lightning Network improving and becoming more popular, there's not enough utility. But that's the same problem gold has. Nobody needs gold jewelry. People like gold jewelry and want it, but they don't need it. And so there's a utility issue with Bitcoin. But that said, like gold, it's a good store of value. It's a better store of value when you're trying to be diverse in your portfolio. And that's why I own it, because I think I have no idea where it'll go. I have no idea how low it'll go. But I do know that once there are applications with smart contracts, not on Bitcoin, but across crypto, that regular people use and figure out, just like streaming was a better version of getting audio and video than traditional media was, when there's better reason to use crypto applications, that's when it takes off.
Cuban also states his preferred asset between Bitcoin and Ethereum, being two of the largest cryptocurrency by market cap. There's always a lot of comparison between these two crypto assets. Those that are sold on Bitcoin say it is a better asset because of its scarcity, trustlessness, and truly decentralized nature. On the other hand, people that prefer Ethereum state it is a better asset because of its many use cases. Please let us know your choice with reasons in the comment section below. Meanwhile, here is Mark Cuban.
What do you like better, Mark? ETH or Bitcoin? Which one, if you had to pick?
If I had to buy one today for a month, I'd probably buy Bitcoin, because there's not that push of applications right now. I mean, I'm trying to invest. If you got one that, is a business application that replaces not just fintech, but let's just say something you do in the office. Here's the way we've been doing it. I use this app all the time, and, it has nothing to do with fintech. It has nothing to do with collectibles. This is just, I'm using smart contracts on Ethereum or whatever blockchain, and it's made my life a lot more efficient and a lot better. When those start to happen, whichever blockchain they're on, bam, right? Then people start saying, oh, I got to use, it's just like, my 13-year-old wants Snapchat. Bam, I got to have Snapchat. Got to have, when I turn 13, I got to have Snapchat, or I got to have Instagram or whatever it is, TikTok. What made people download TikTok? Why does every kid use TikTok? It doesn't have to be social media, and I think it'll come from business first, but we need that business application, the decentralized version of QuickBooks, decentralized version of whatever that is a crypto app that is just better. And when that happens, boom, because then people will start saying, well, if it worked I replaced DocuSign as an example, or I've got QuickBooks, decentralized QuickBooks, which allows me to buy or sell, or e-commerce even. Like I did this talk at the University of Chicago, and I only, and these are MBA students. And I was like, how many of you have used crypto? And about half had. I'm like, how many of you have used a crypto wallet to buy something? And about half did, or core of the people. And I'm like, of those of you who did, wouldn't it be a lot easier if you could just go to an e-commerce site, connect your wallet, buy what you want, click it, sign it, and have a lower transaction fee, and it's just paid like that? And if you were a vendor, wouldn't it be easier to just sell, knowing, because you get that cash immediately, and so you could probably sell for less with less friction? Yeah, of course. But nobody's done that yet. We've looked at it with the Mavs, and but there's so many. Everybody tries to go through traditional means to connect your e-commerce through BitPay or whatever, through a bank, and that just gets convoluted.
Mark Cuban is certainly not the first person to point out that the excessive money printing, quantitative easing, and stimulus packages of the past 2 years might have heavily influenced prices in the last bull market. Infamous technical analyst and trader Gareth Soloway has also shared similar opinions. One other thing they also have in common, along with many other market experts and analysts, is that the crypto market has better prospects in the long term. Regardless of what the charts are saying today, Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies are going to be much more valuable when people see the true opportunities in the industry. What are your thoughts on Mark Cuban's interview? Please drop your replies below, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks for watching.